Hello everyone, this is Crustlemania and welcome back to the last delivery day video for the Crustle Master set. It's kind of unfortunate that this is the last one, but from recording this video, there are actually two more Crustle cards coming out in the future set, so this may not be the last one for now. But anyways, you see my box cutter and gloves for the preparation for the card that's coming in, and this is the last Crustle card, so this is probably going to be the Legendary Treasures Crustle card. And this card is very interesting. The seller, as you saw, I think, in the card hunt videos, actually labeled this as a different Crustle card number, which is why it appeared when I was looking through the other Crustle cards and it just randomly appeared. I did mention that to them and they did change it. I just wanted to confirm before getting the card, but this seller was really nice. I asked them a bunch of questions about this card, like why is it moderately played, like how many scratches are on the card, kind of are you willing to take this type of deal for the card, can you go lower than what it's asking for. Basically, they sent me all the pictures that I asked for. They were pretty much set at the price that they were asking, which was fine with me. I understood that. Like they told me like they got to get their money from eBay, and I totally understand that. So this card is the moderately played one that you saw there, and for some reason this card on eBay, I guess some of the sellers have listed this card as a different Crustle card, because I did notice that another one of these cards popped up when I was looking for another Crustle card as well under a different name. So don't know why the Legendary Treasures one was under that, but really this is the one I was looking for in a reverse holo pattern. Out of all of them, I wanted this one. I didn't really care what the reverse holo pattern looked like, if it was near mint or moderately played. And this moderately played one didn't look too bad from the back, because the lightly played one looked worse. So I went with this one to swing on it. So this is the envelope that the card came in. And it's a pretty nice envelope, pretty sturdy. So each card has come in various different envelopes from different eBay sellers, which each eBay seller uses a different envelope. To be quite honest, I use a lot of plain white envelopes, like the longer ones, and some of the more kind of Christmas cardy ones, just because I had some extra envelopes from those. But this is a nice kind of more reinforced envelope, and they used an eBay standard label. So opening this one, I don't think I need my box cutter. For the most part, it looks pretty easy to open just without the box cutter, but I will just use it just in case, just because I already have it there, so I might as well make an incision. I didn't really need to, but it was probably a bit easier to just cut a little bit there to open up the envelope. So the kind of cardboardish envelope is quite nice, very sturdy, and oh, they wrapped it in paper. This is probably the second card that I've gotten from the Crustle delivery day videos that's been wrapped in paper, so that's pretty nice. And they use blue tape on the paper, so that's pretty nice. And they didn't use a top loader, they used the PSA slab thing, the card sleeve or card saver, I forget what you call these, but I know they use these to send to PSA to get your card graded. So this is the Legendary Treasures card. As I mentioned, this is a moderately played card, but if you look at the back of this card while I'm taking off the tape right now, like the back looks really great, to be quite honest. Like it looks better than that lightly played one I found on eBay. So this is the Legendary Treasures card. Now this one, as I mentioned, I wanted it in a reverse holo. And to be quite honest, you can notice the scratches on the reverse holo foil. But when I was looking for some of the reverse holo foil cards in the past for different cards, it's really hard to find these without scratches. Like at least for the reverse holo foils, when the whole thing is like a whole aluminum holo foil, it's hard not to have it scratched. So it's in really great condition. Like there's a little bit whitening on that top tip there, but overall, like the conditioning is really good. You can see some of the scratches there, but for me, I don't really mind, especially because I decided that I really wanted this one in reverse holo foil. I found this one with a Dweeble and this card in a common on the card hunt video, but I decided not to go with that because I really like the art of this one out of all of the Crustle cards so far. This one's probably one of my favorites. I don't really know why, so if I really like the art, I tend to want to get the reverse holo foil. And again, as I mentioned before, I don't really need near mint for myself, so I don't really mind. It's going to sit in the binder, and it's also going to sit in this Dragon Shield sleeve, so I mean, I really don't mind. Like, I don't think it's really going to be going anywhere, and it's the last card of the Crustle Master Set, and it was relatively more affordable and moderately played, and the back looked pretty good, so I couldn't pass on that because the lightly played one had some type of damage on the back. So I thought that one should have been moderately played, but this one I would honestly say like MP is probably right, but even go by LP to be quite honest. But really glad to have this Legendary Treasures card. Again, it was kind of funny that this card was categorized as a different Crustle card when I was doing the card hunt video, but I'm really glad to have this card. This is probably one of my favorite arts, as I've mentioned before, for the Crustle cards so far. So when I do the Crustle kind of art rankings, this one will definitely be towards the top, and that's why I wanted to get the reverse holo. And for this card, there weren't many reverse holos that I found. Maybe I was looking for near mint and not moderately played, but still, this black and white series Crustle card actually was kind of hard in reverse holo to find. Maybe because they were miscategorized on eBay, but I didn't see too many reverse holos on eBay for this card. There's maybe 2 that were miscategorized and 1 that was categorized correctly, and still that was all I found, and this was one of the 3. So this one's not as easy to find, so I'm really glad to have found it in this condition and got a pretty decent deal for it just because it was quote-unquote moderately played. I don't really care for the scratches. As long as I have the card, that is going to be all I need. So this is going to complete the Crustle Master Set as of this point. As I mentioned earlier in recording in the beginning of this video, there are actually 2 more Crustle cards that have come out from one of the new sets. Is it something like Heat Wave or Destined Rivals or something, some new set? There are 2 Crustle cards, a new illustration rare and a regular Crustle card. So those 2 I might swing on if they're good deals, but for now, this is the last Crustle card, which is, I believe, the 7th or 8th Crustle card. So it's pretty cool. We actually finished these delivery day videos. It's kind of bittersweet because these are the videos that I started off doing on this channel, and I thought these were like the most fun to make, to be quite honest. I will say I'm not buying all the time, but to have done these types of videos again is definitely like a breath of fresh air, considering I've been doing so many selling videos that it's kind of nice to actually be the buyer again for cards that I actually want. And that is kind of the other side, I guess, of the selling and buying experience in this card space, is actually being the buyer, trying to find the deals and actually getting the cards in the condition that you hope that they're advertised. So definitely nice to be on the receiving end of the selling side, of the buying side, so to speak. So really glad to have this card. This was probably the card I was looking the most forward to out of all the Crustle cards, but the next video will probably be me showing off the Master Set, and it's only 1 page in my binder, so it's not going to be much, but it will be a cool conclusion for now to the Crustle Master Set that I have currently. So anyways, I hope you guys have liked these delivery day videos. I thought it was pretty fun to make these videos, and look forward to the Master Set video for the Crustle cards. Alright everyone, have a good one. Peace.